Hey y'all, welcome to Reset Sunday, Reset Sunday, Reset Sunday. It is time to reset the week, okay? I hope and pray that everyone met their goals. Whatever goals that you set for last week, I hope that you did meet them at some point in time throughout the week, whether it was a weight goal, whether it was an inch goal, a measurement goal, whether it was to drink more water, get more rest, eat better, have enough meals throughout the day, balance out your schedule, what have you. We all set these random goals for ourselves. So I hope that you did meet those goals this past week. Definitely feel free to utilize the chat to submit what those goals, if you did meet your goals or not. Just say you did or you did not in the chat. If you reached your goals or if you did not reach your goals, just go ahead and submit it in the chat. Or you can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever works for you. But I do want to know, did you reach or meet your goal? And I'll tell you a little bit about my week. Tuesday was my birthday. Woo, woo. I got off. I definitely got off. I didn't consume enough water on my birthday, nor did I the day after. I was all the way off. But I did pick things back up. I didn't wait till, I'm gonna wait till Monday or I'm gonna wait till the weekend. So no, let me go ahead and get back on track now. And that is very, very important to do. You don't want to have a lapse time in between getting off and trying to get back on. That is the danger zone. I like to think about those two periods as a very, very dangerous zone to be in. Going from, oh, you know what, I fell off, I'm gonna just pick it up next week. And then, 4, 5, 6, 7 days go by, you trying to pick it up. And next thing you know, you set yourself back, a couple weeks back. So anytime you get off, just get back on. So Taz, you got close to the gallon on Tuesday. That's what's up. Chandra did you did for 1 day on your gallon of water. That's awesome. Miss T, I saw that you were able to get back flat foot on the scale. So that was good. That was really good. We know that you've had a time with trying to get some healing in that, what was it, your ankle? It was the ankle, correct? Okay. Yeah, it was the ankle. So I'm glad to know that you're better. And I'm only assuming you're out of the boot. So that's good. Yay, Miss Terry. And even while you were doing it, you stayed committed. You continued to send me your receipts. I didn't miss a day of receiving your receipts. Boot on and all, you were still showing up. You still did everything that you could. You ate the way that you needed to eat. That was awesome. And then you just threw in the chat, you did not eat the best on Friday and Saturday.
My brother's in town.
Oh, when family comes into town, that's another thing that can really throw us off sometimes. It's when we're trying to accommodate for family and friends, and then we forget all about what we got going on, or we try to kind of flirt around or skate around it a little bit. And then next thing you know, you kind of off. It just kind of leaves you in a wonky period and stuff. So it does throw us off, just honestly speaking. But you did hit your water goal daily. That's awesome. And you also did meatless Monday and Wednesday. That's dope. I think you did very well. So even if you don't quite hit your goal or hit the mark on one side of things, you always have room in areas to improve on in other areas of your transition for physical wellness and fitness and nutrition. So that's what's up, Miss Terry. Even though you had some things that were in there, it was like, nah, you still capitalize on other areas. That's great. So today, what I wanted to do, and feel free, guys, as you're thinking about things or whatever, go ahead and throw in if you met your goal last week and what you plan on working on this week, because we all know we have a really big week coming up. We got a photo shoot coming up. Give me some pumps. Give me some pumps. Yes, Miss Terry, give me some pumps, honey. Yes, give me some pumps. Okay. So we have our photo shoot. So let's say, what goal you want to accomplish this week? And the main thing that we're going to talk about, Shamika, I ain't trying to forget nobody. You worked out 6 days this week for an hour. You did meatless Monday. The scale does not like you, but you are looking great in your clothes. And you know what that is? That's awesome. I'm so glad you put that last part in there, because I was going to ask you, are your inches changing? Are your inches changing? Sometimes, y'all, you can do everything underneath the sun, and that scale is just going to sit right there. It'll sit right there. But you'll put on an old shirt or an old pair of jeans or an old dress, and you're like, dang, okay, I am doing what I need to do. Don't forget about that scale. That scale represents how many numbers? A lot, a whole lot of numbers. You cannot marry your transition to that number on the scale. That's your muscle mass, your body fat, your water weight, your skeletal muscle. I mean, the numbers go on and on and on and on and on. So you can't let that one number deter you from everything else that you got going on. Don't marry the number, but do marry your inches. If that weight stayed the same and your inches stayed the same and you're not seeing a transition there, we got a problem, okay? But if the weight is staying the same, but your inches are still steady going down, I can take that, okay? So just remember that, and that's just a healthy psychological thing for all of us to kind of take heed to. Don't become a slave to that scale, because that scale will really mess you up psychologically and throw you all the way off, stress you all the way out. And if you feel like you're in one of those periods where you're married to the scale, put it away. Simply just slide it underneath the bed, slide it, put it in a closet, put it in the attic, just kind of get rid of it for a little bit, because that will also kind of give you a break mentally with your transition. So let's see. All right, so we're already starting to throw some of our goals in there. And while I go ahead and prepare us for this week and we begin to reset the week, go ahead and throw in what it is that you're trying to accomplish this week. Now, most of us on the call are, I think everybody, and I know we're missing some people too, but I think all of us are looking forward to being a part of the photo shoot on Saturday. I'm so excited for y'all. Y'all, this photo shoot is for y'all, okay? This photo shoot is for all of my clients. I'm super proud. I'm super excited to be your trainer, to be your nutritionist, to be your accountability coach. All of those good things. I'm really, really excited for you all. And even if you feel like, you're not where you want to be, just think back to where you were 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. How has your mindset changed? Even if, you haven't had a big transition the way that you would hope to, myself included. Last year at this time, you couldn't have told me I wasn't going to be thicker than a Snicker. I'm not, but I'm going to get there. Okay. But, at the same time, I'm very happy to say where I'm at right now, because my mindset is different. Where last year I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure that I work on glutes every day. I'm gonna be real fine. I'm gonna have a real big old booty. I'm gonna be like Big Booty Judy out here. I'm gonna be real thick. Yes. And I'm still like this. Okay. I still look like SpongeBob, but I'm okay. I'm definitely fine with that. But I do know that mentally there is a healthy mindset that I have. And that takes a very long time for some of us to get to. Some of y'all have trained with me for years and locked in during this pandemic and was like, bump it, and was able to make some changes, not only physically, but mentally and with your nutrition. So I'm very proud to see the transition from all of you, those I have trained over years, and those who have just started to begin to train with me over the past couple of months. I'm proud. I am proud, because it takes a lot to stay committed. So kudos to you all. Kudos to you all. This photo shoot is for you. I want you to really, make it the best. It's going to be a professional shoot. Some of y'all getting your hair and makeup done. I'm very excited about that. I've been seeing the poses and stuff come through. Thank you, Lady Motivator Chandra, whoop, whoop, for the poses, kind of keeping the temperature of the room and group me. That's dope. That's really, really good. And you guys are utilizing it. You're pouring in those resources and those tips and those tools to help not only yourself out, but each other out. And that's what it's all about. It's about community. So I love to see that. So how we will prepare for this week is like this. And make sure you have your pen and your pad. Let me see. Okay. So we have less than a week. We have less than a week to prepare for our photo shoot. Our photo shoot is on February 20th. We're going to meet at 9 a.m. or I have us booked from 9 a.m. So some of you all will arrive around 8:45. Some of you all will arrive at 9, some at 9:30, some at 9:45, some at 10. It just depends on who you are. And I'll be piecing that schedule together so that you'll have it and you'll know what you're going to do. You will have your own individual personal time in front of the camera, one-on-one by yourself, so that you can do what you need to do. If you want to whoop, 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 that's totally fine. Some of the pictures that Chandra sent, I thought were excellent examples. If you want to use props, you want to bring your resistance band because it matches your little outfit. Do your thing. If you want to bring a medicine ball or a jump rope or your Bosu ball or, any type of a prop, a water bottle, a sweat towel, these are all props. If you want to bring your handheld weights, that is perfectly fine with me. I'll bring what I can just so that you have some options and whatnot. And I'll make sure I spray them down and wipe them off and all that great stuff for you all as well. But if you want to bring some props for your shoot, I would highly recommend it, because you will always be able to utilize these pictures in some way, shape, or form. Okay. And it'll give your, pictures versatility and whatnot. So again, I'll be piecing that out for you all no later by Wednesday. For sure, I'll have that scheduled together. So bear with me. But to prepare for this week, all right, we have the remainder of today. Today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Woo woo. I love y'all. And then we have all the way until Saturday. So what I want you to do, and I'm just going to use my planner to plan out my week. I'm going to just use my planner. So right now it's blank and I'm going to fill it up. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to work backwards. I'm going to take it from Saturday all the way forward. What I want you to do on Saturday morning, when you wake up, I want you to have some tea. 8 ounces of tea, a nice little cup of tea, hot tea, nice and warm tea. I would prefer for it to be green. Try to stay away from your black teas and your coffees and your caffeinated teas and whatnot. I would really love for you to go more herbal than anything else. Okay. So an herbal tea, or you can do hot water, ginger, lemon, and a little bit of your apple cider vinegar, put all that in there or whatever. I would do no more than a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, but I would put that in there and drink that as a warm beverage as well. What that's going to do is kind of keep the sodium off of you. Even if you decide to get some, I do want you to eat. Don't try to come into this photo shoot not eating nothing. I would not eat any high-end refined carb foods like biscuits or, little piece of toast or anything. I would stay away from those things. Honestly, I would stay away from those things throughout the week. If you're one of those people, you want to stay away from that because you don't want your body to attract that, hold on to it in those areas that it loves to hold on to it, i.e. the stomach and in the hips. You want to refrain from those items all this week as much as possible. It doesn't mean that you can't have if you're a sweet potato person, doesn't mean that you can't have those things, but I'm going to tell you where you want to eat those things for this week specifically. Okay. So Saturday morning, your herbal tea or a warm beverage. For breakfast, what I want you to do is I want you to have at least some berries, blue, ras, straw, some berries, a nice cup of berries. If you're like, Reagan, that's not enough for me, your girl needs to eat a little bit more. You can also add in a protein shake. And for your berries, I'm going to put nuts beside it, maybe some nuts. So for instance, I'll wake up, I'll probably be up around, let me see, if I have to be there, I'll probably get there about 8:30. So I'll probably get up about 6. I'll go ahead and have my first meal. I'll have my warm tea while I'm getting ready, while I'm getting in my shower. I'll be drinking my tea immediately. I'll have a little bit of water. You don't want to go crazy on water on Saturday. You don't want to go crazy because sometimes that water will sit on you, creating almost a bloated look, and you don't want that. For sometimes it happens. So I would refrain from too much water. Still sip your water. I want you to drink water. Okay. But I wouldn't do too much, which is why I'm going more tea based. Okay. So you got your tea or your warm beverage. Certainly by 7 o'clock, I'm going to have my berries, my nuts, and I'll probably have a protein shake heading to the photo shoot. Okay. And also have some snacks with you packed that day, ladies. Definitely have some snacks. I don't want you to feel like, oh, I need to go to Chick-fil-A real quick and go grab me something quick. We all know that's grease. It'll sit on you. You're not going to feel good. I want you all to be upbeat as possible on Saturday. Okay. So fuel yourself, but fuel yourself correctly. Even if you want to cook that morning, you want to have maybe some eggs, some scrambled eggs. You can do an egg scramble with the spinach. You can do peppers, onions, mushrooms. That's a freebie. So a nice little scramble or a nice little omelet, you can also have that as well. And you can also save your berries and your nuts for your snack. But definitely come prepared with a snack. Definitely eat something in the morning, nothing too greasy. Okay. So I'm also putting egg scramble if you're that type of person, egg scramble. All right. So Saturday, you're good to go. Now, I want us to do gallon on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay. Gallon water on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. On Thursday and Friday, we're not going to do gallon. Okay. So again, gallon water on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You're adding that into what you already do, but we're just going to really work on flushing our body this entire week, staying as hydrated as possible. By the time we get to Thursday and Friday, we're going to refrain from the gallon. We're still going to drink water. We're still going to consume our water, but you don't want to hit that gallon on Thursday and Friday. Again, reason being, sometimes that water will sit, kind of create that bloat feel. And I don't want to say I want to dehydrate you out to the point where your muscles will really show, but I'm going to show y'all some little tips and tricks on that Saturday morning so you can be like, oh, okay, for this one little picture, I do look like I'm doing a little something, okay? But the only way that that's going to be possible is if you have not as much water in your body as possible, okay? So gallon on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, just moderate hydration is good. Simple, moderate hydration. Just drink enough for your body. That's it. You don't have to hit that gallon. You don't have to, I definitely don't want you to not consume water. But if I could put like maybe a measurement on it, maybe around the half gallon mark would really be good for Thursday and Friday. Okay. So if that will help you out to understand what the expectation is, go ahead and put half gallon on Thursday, half gallon on Friday. And of course, you already know on Saturday, you got your herbal tea and your warm beverage, and you can get right back onto gallon after the photo shoot. It's totally fine if you're so used to that. All right. Now, let's talk about what to eat, what fruits to eat this week. Again, you want to stay away from those high sugary drinks. Stay away from, not drinks, fruits. Stay away from those high in sugar fruits. So you want to cut the bananas this week. Cut the bananas. If you already went to the grocery store and you got bananas, you're like, right, listen, I can't waste no bananas. You have until Wednesday again to consume that banana. Okay. So if you already bought it, no sweat. I wouldn't go past Wednesday on a banana or something that's high in sugar like a banana. So you want to stay with those berries all week long, all week long. Those berries are high in antioxidants. They help fight off the jelly-like visceral fat. It helps us out a lot. So you want to stay with those berries as much as possible this week as your fruit of choice. Okay, so you can put all the way through berries, 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 berries. I'm going to put mine down because I'm going to go grab me some today. Berries, I have plenty of strawberries in there right now. Even with what you make your protein shakes, because I'm going to go there next on your protein shakes. I really want you to pay attention to the sugar in your protein shakes. And you can throw this in the chat. If you're a protein shake person normally, go ahead and put that in the chat, or you can come off of mute and say, I am, what do I need to do? Whatever, whatever. If you are a protein shake person, let me know. If you normally do some type of smoothie, shake, anything like that on a consistent basis, let me know. Okay, I got some me's coming in. So a few of us are doing shakes. Now, I want you to think about the contents in your smoothie or the contents in your protein. I definitely want you to hit that protein mark. What I want you to do is remove the junk that's in there. So if you're usually sweetening it up with the banana, you want to cut it. Okay. If you're usually sweetening it up with honey or something like that, you definitely want to remove those things. And I shouldn't say junk, but you want to watch out for the sugar content in your smoothies. That's usually where that sugar kind of hides in our diet and it sticks with us and it stays on us. So I would much prefer for your smoothies and your protein. Yeah, mango, you definitely want to stay away from mango. I just saw that come through the chat. Stay away from the mango. It's very, 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 very high in sugar. So you want to watch out for the mango and the pineapples. Now for pineapples, I would, again, if you have them already until Wednesday, then cut it. Okay. You have until Wednesday, then you definitely want to cut it. All right. Again, you just don't want a lot of sugar or for your body to have to flush the sugar, even though it's fruit, even though it's healthy, it is still a sugar. So you don't want your body to have to fight that throughout the week so that you can be prepared for, a major event. And y'all, all of this goes for if you're trying to prepare for a photo shoot, a wedding, a birthday, I don't know, a fitness competition. I'm not treating you any different than I would have advised people like this. You're staying away from those things high in sugar because it takes the body, not, the energy level, but it takes the body a lot to just kind of wean off of it. So I would keep it at berries and that's it. And you really want to look, I would go ahead and log what your smoothie or your protein normally is. Go ahead and log that today if you can, to say, okay, well, this is what I will probably have this week. I'm probably going to make my protein shake with my protein. I'm going to do it with my almond milk. I'm going to do it with, or I'm going to use my alkaline based water. And I usually do a fruit and I do a veggie and then boom, log it. See where you are now so you don't have to guess. If your sugar content is less than 8 grams, and I'm being real nice on that 8 grams, I don't want you in the double digits, but if your sugar content is 8 grams or less, or I would even say 10 grams or less, I can work with that. But if you get up 15, 16 grams of sugar, so on and so forth, and you're consuming that once a day, sometimes twice a day, and you're doing that every single day, that's on top of the natural sugars that you're pulling from your snacks, your small meals, and your regular meals. That's a lot. That is a lot. So I definitely want you to go ahead and track it now, or say that the whole thing that you have says that it's 16 grams. Then you know that you can consume half and then you can consume the other half maybe the next day. So let me know where you are if you're having some issues with your smoothies and your protein shakes and you're like, I don't necessarily know how to treat my smoothie and protein shake. Let me know because there are ways to cut back. So again, I would limit your protein shakes to the full scoops of protein, whether that's 1 or 2 servings. I would actually cut the almond milks and stuff, and I would go more alkaline water for the liquid in your protein shake to get a good blend. And I would do 1 fruit and 1 vegetable. So I would do strawberries and spinach. I would do a berry and a green, a spinach like that. Somebody put avocado. Avocado can be very high in fat. So I don't know how much of it you're using, but you can do maybe half or a fourth of the avocado. And again, 1 other berry or fruit of choice in your smoothie for whoever put that. So again, just kind of work back the amount of fruits that you're putting in your smoothies and your proteins. Just limit it to 1, just this week, only just this week. And then also add in that green. For you, it looks like that avocado. You can do your spinach. That's totally fine. Or your kale, whatever. That's fine. Blend that puppy on up. And you want to just kind of consume that for this week, just so that you're being mindful of those, the sugar and the additional calories adding up to those carbs that we're trying to really watch out for this week. That would just be my suggestion. All right. So we got, and y'all, as I'm talking, because I know I'm kind of running through here, definitely throw your questions in the chat. I want to get to everybody this for Reset Sunday as much as possible. So we already know we got gallon on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're doing mainly berries this week. We already know what we're doing on Saturday. On Thursday and Friday, we're doing half gallons, okay? We're just trying to be moderately or adequately hydrated. We're not looking for, super hydration or anything like that. We just want to make sure that we're continuously hydrated, all right? Now, what to eat and how frequent to eat. Did anybody have any issues with the amount of times they should have been eating last week. I'm only talking about over the past 7 days, from last reset Sunday to this reset Sunday. Were you getting enough? If you were not getting enough, you would know that because you would have been hungry sometimes throughout the week. Was anybody hungry? Was anybody feeling like I'm eating way too much? I can't consume all of that. Was anybody satisfied? Kind of tell me where you were. You can come off mute if you want to, or you can drop it in the chat. But were you satisfied last week with the food that you ate? Or with the meals, the amount of meals that you ate last week? Definitely let me know. For myself, I know that, again, I got off on my birthday. I definitely got off. The food that I had, because I ate out, it was definitely higher in sodium. So what that did, that kind of made me feel a little bit bloated on Wednesday. So I definitely had to spend time to reset myself. By Thursday, I was like, okay, I can tell that I'm coming back into true form. I don't think I really got back on point, my body really feeling normalized until about Friday. So that's kind of how my week last week went. From there, I had to kind of change up what I was eating. I had to go super duper crazy on the vegetables. I had to cut the junk out just so my body can start operating the way that it normally did. How did y'all do? Y'all all right? Oh, okay. Yeah. What's up? What's up?
I think I did good. I focused more on trying to get my more of my water. I mean, I only drink water, but I had kind of slacked off on how much I was drinking because I went back to work and was like trying not to use that bathroom, but that didn't happen. So, um, but just the transition from home to work, being back in the building, I got to figure some stuff out because I was so used to having everything right here, and my routine has changed. So trying to sit there and make sure I get 7 bottles of water in a day kind of fell by the wayside. As far as the food, I did pretty good with the food, but I can tell the difference when I'm not drinking as much water as I was before. So that particular day that I did the gallon was a day that I didn't work, that Wednesday. And so I was able to focus on getting that gallon down. But
Okay. So overall, were you satisfied throughout the week, or you were just kind of like just trying to get through the week as best as you could?
I was satisfied. I just I did go buy some different options. I haven't tried them yet as far as like food and stuff, but making sure that I actually took something to lunch. I packed my snacks and stuff like that. So that's better for me because I wasn't doing that in the past. And
Mhm.
so just trying to keep that as a routine and staying on top of that. So I did do better with that this week. So it's I'm gradually getting used to being back in the building and making sure that I have what I need with me. So I don't have to try to go to an outside source. But yeah, I think I did better this week with making sure I had my food and make sure I had my lunch with me and snacks and water and nuts and stuff like that to snack on and trying to make sure that I had my breakfast and had a protein shake and had some almonds with me and my lunch and my extra bottles of water and stuff like that. So just I did way better this week doing that.
Okay, good. So you think as time goes on, you'll be able to kind of get a better hold of what's going on with your personal schedule, and being back in the building, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, the key thing that you said that stuck out to me is that you were prepared. At the end of the day, you were just prepared. You brought your snacks with you. You had your protein shake. You had something before you went into work, so on and so forth. So you took those little things and you made do. You did the best that you could. So what I would suggest even for this week is keep on with that. Go as prepared as possible. You said that you purchased some new things. That's great. Perfectly fine. I want you to keep that up for sure. I don't know. You did mention that you had issues with like the bathroom. Were you still just uncomfortable going to the bathroom, or did you just not trust it? Like, what's up?
I'm good now. like I go to Taz's office and use her bathroom. I have to go. But I noticed that when I was putting this aloe in my water, it was making me like having to go. And I was like, I can't go to work like that. Yeah, I had to ask some questions about that. When that's some of my Herbalife stuff, but I was doing I was adding like aloe, like 2 little caps of aloe to my water and kind of drinking on that throughout the day. And it does make you like be regular. So I was like, okay, I know now that's something I can't do during the day because I can't be using the bathroom at school like that. But I think because this week I was like, okay, mentally, I know I need to prepare myself and have what I need. So I walk around the building all the time with my can of Lysol and my wipes in my hand. So no matter where I'm at, I'm using, if I gotta go to the bathroom, I spray everything, the door, the doorknobs, everything. And I just go ahead and go. Cause sometimes I can't get upstairs to her office to use her bathroom. And so when I can't, and I know I gotta use downstairs, like we had kids in the building for 2 days this week for one of the grade levels. So I didn't even try to use the bathroom down there because it was more people on that hallway. So I knew it was gonna be more people using that lounge area and using the bathroom. So I just made sure that I didn't even just go that way. So it's like I'm mapping my way through stuff, but keeping my disinfectant and stuff like that on me and still like, okay, you gotta get that water down. So what you gonna do? You gotta take your stuff with you and walk. If I gotta walk around with my can of spray and my wipes on my head, that's what I gotta do.
Gotta do what you
So
gotta do.
that's what I've been doing. So I've gotten better now. I think the anxiety has gone down. It's just like I know that it's not gonna change. They're not gonna send us back home. It is what it is. So now I gotta make sure I protect myself because other people not, I can't depend on other people to make sure that they are cleaning and doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I just walk around with my stuff with me.
Do what you gotta do. Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, I haven't seen any travel size anything lately because that used to be my little woo woo.
Yeah.
Keep my little wet wipes, keep my
Yep.
little sanitizing wipes, keep my little Lysol, little itty bitty spray that I would take with me on trip, put in my little bag and move on with my life. Okay. Now
Hmm.
I got to, all right, let me
It's
get
hard to find them. That's what I used to do in the past. I had like a little bag and I had my little wipes in there, my little spray or whatever. But now I gotta carry around a whole can.
you gotta do what you gotta do. You have
Yeah.
to.
So I mean, I've been preparing, like packing stuff. When I see little travel size stuff, I grab it.
Mhm.
But yeah. So now I just whenever I got to go somewhere in the building, I just got to go. But I make sure I take my stuff with me.
Yeah, and
Just it
everybody's
is what it is.
situation is gonna be different too as we transition back into some type of normalcy. A lot of people are getting the vaccination, and I appreciate the efforts to get us back to some type of normalcy, even though it may not ever go back to the whole world not wearing masks and stuff ever again. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a, pandemic forecaster. I don't know. I just know what I'm doing for myself. And I don't want to feel like I have to be in my home and I'm scared to walk out my front doorstep. But I know if I do walk out that front doorstep, that mask gonna be on. I'm gonna have them wipes and my big old can of spray that's this tall with me. I'm gonna do what I have to do. I'm gonna take my vitamins every single day. I'm gonna make sure that my body is, and my immune system, more importantly, is strong enough to handle any flu, virus, bacteria, whatever is out there. I'm gonna make sure that I'm preparing my immune system for the unforgivable. And I think that is what everybody should really be doing, which is why we do the Reset Sunday. Yeah, it's loaded. We talk about how to eat, blah, 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 blah. But it's really to protect your immune system more than anything else. Your health matters. You got to be alive and well if you're trying to, walk out with your little kini on or whatever, whatnot. You got to be healthy. So if you're going to do it, so your health definitely matters. Keep on mapping it out. I love the fact that you said, I had to map things out for me. I love that verbiage. Map it out for you. Every week will look different. It might,
Mhm.
last week might look very similar to this week. We don't know, but go through the week as prepared as possible. And if you get off, you got to grab your bootstraps and get back on however you can. So I would just say, carry around that bottle. Are you taking one big bottle or do you have multiple bottles that you have with you?
I have a case of the alkaline water within the 33 ounce. I haven't taken those. Well, no, I didn't take one to work this week, but I've been taking those small bottles. So I put like 3 or 4 of those in my bag, and I try to see if I can get through those. And then I know when I get home, I need to do like 2 or 3 more bottles or whatever. Um, I take my 30-ounce tumbler and keep filling it.
Okay.
It's easier for me to get it down that way when I do 30 ounces at a time.
Mm-hmm.
What else did I do? I did get up one morning and cook my fish. I was like, now, I'm not a morning person, but I got up, I had fixed my breakfast, and now I can eat while I'm driving. I know that ain't good, but I mastered it a long time ago. So I put my oatmeal in a cup, and once I hit 285, it's like I'm on it. So by the time I get to a certain point, I'm done with my oatmeal. I got my protein shake. So by the time I get to the school, either I'm drinking up my protein shake or I drink it right before my class start and start getting my water down. The heated lunchbox that I ordered for Amazon, I thought it was too small, but it actually works. Like it heats, it keeps your food hot. I know 30 minutes before I eat, I go ahead and plug that bag in, and by the time it's time for me to eat lunch and stuff, is like hot. So that's been a plus. So I ain't have to worry about trying to go to the lounge and heat up food or anything. So yeah, it's like I've been doing way better than what I was doing before.
That's good. I
Way
mean,
better.
and people change. Like you're not where you were last year. I mean, at this point, we're almost forced to just make things work and happen. And I mean, we got to get as creative as possible. We ain't never been through well, I ain't never been through no pandemic before. Okay.
Mm.
We don't know. We're just doing the best that we can. I love the heated lunchbox. I've never seen that. Maybe I don't know. Do send the link because I want to see. That
Oh
sounds
yeah.
like it would be really, really cool. Because I know that's something that we talked about over the past 2 weeks is the shared appliances, sharing your stuff in the refrigerator in the teacher's lounge or what have you. Don't nobody want to do that. We're just not there yet. Same thing with the microwave. Everybody don't treat their house and home the way you treat your house and home. So that's a lot to try to get over mentally while we're in the midst of being back into like an uncomfortable environment because it's just not comfortable yet. And even prior to it being a pandemic, I always hear teachers and those who are in the school system and, in the buildings and stuff, they're like, no, it's nasty. Some of these kids are nasty. That's, from elementary to high school. That's college too. Like, no one feels comfortable. So I'm glad that you're making it work for yourself. Again, go through this week the same way. Y'all go back to these infused waters for sure. That is a good way to get those additional nutrients in there. And yeah, that's just a good way to get those additional nutrients and also change up the flavor of the water so that you don't find yourself into a hydration boredom. All right. Plenty of different hydration fruits that we can look at as well. Y'all know Tuesday are our hydration days and we're still keeping that gallon in there. I'm going to go back to the infused waters this week all the way through from, and I'm also going to throw in my green tea bags for my nutrition, for my hydration this week as well. So I usually do, if I already bought my gallons and stuff and I still got my little cute picture, but for each of the gallons, I'm going to do something different so that I don't have the same strawberry mint water, cucumber and lime water, lemon water. Like I want to do something different and I want my body to be tricked and notice like, hey, there's a change here. I want that reaction. So all in all, I'm glad that you did what you had to do, Chandra, and you worked it out the best way you could. So keep on with that. Again, this schedule and what I'm suggesting that we all eat like this week is not going to be a major difference. It shouldn't be a major difference from what we already do anyway. Just some little tips that I'm looking for. And what I'll also do is put in some meal plans, some suggested meal plans. I can put those in the group. I'll put those in the BU group chat as well. Anybody else? Thank you so much, Chandra. Anybody else? Anybody? Oh, we got some stuff in the chat. Hold on. Let me see what's going on the chickadee chat. Okay. So we have, all right, let's see. Okay. Tangi Hey, Tangy, what's up, boo? Taz said terrible personal issues at work. Okay, and we can talk about some of those. Tangy said had some days with gaps without eating because I got caught up with work and other distractions. Tangy, now I'm gonna get you. All right, what's going on? Is Tangy still up here? I didn't even see if she is. Tangy, are you able to come off mute?
I'm here.
Hey, Tangy, glad you're up here. What was going on with the gaps and got caught up with work? What was going on?
So we just had like a lot of online meetings and being stuck at the screen or like conferences and stuff where I wasn't getting up away from the computer to go eat. So I'm gonna have to do like what Chandra said, just have everything already kind of packed and ready to go and right there so I can just grab it and keep going.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. That's the best thing to do, y'all, whenever you have, because we all have busy weeks. Let's just be honest. We all gonna have busy weeks. Every week is not gonna be perfect. We already know a lifestyle change means a lifetime. We definitely know those things. So yeah, just like anybody else going back into the office, going back into the school buildings, meetings picking up, even at if you're still at home, for those of us who are still at home, preparation. I remember Shamika said at her desk, she always keeps, a healthy snack, for anybody, not just herself, but for anybody who feels like, dang, I need something to eat. Let me go on over to, see what Shamika got going on over there. Okay, cool, bet. Even sometimes if you're traveling a lot and you're on the move a lot, you gotta keep those little things in your purse. I think I was talking to Talea, and she sent a picture of some of the things that she was using for those last minute go-to things. That's when your protein bars and stuff like that come in, where it's just your last resort, where you feel like you about to go, let me just go to Chick-fil-A and give me like a little small fry. That is when you actually say, no, let me pull out these things in my purse. I got this protein bar. I'm gonna stay in this traffic. I'm not gonna get off on exit 51A. I'm just gonna continue to eat my little food, and I'm gonna move on until I get home. Because sometimes whenever we do get so caught up, that's when we result to like, let me just get something quick because I don't feel like cooking. I don't want to do any of those things. I just want it to already be there. That's when that mindset of instant gratification comes in. You need something instantly so that you don't forego eating any longer. You can have something on your palate and then you can move on with your life. So always be prepared as much as possible and map out your weeks as much as possible. There will be some days that it's like, no, today is just, it wasn't a good day. It's going to happen. But at the least, if you're prepared and you continuously prepare for those type of moments and whatnot, even if they happen again or not, as long as you're prepared for it, the chances of you not being successful will be a lot less. So, but at least you caught yourself. Tangi, were you able to get back on track afterwards? Or is it like, okay, no, I just need to do a whole wipe and I need to just start over today? Did it get better?
I think I eventually got back on track. I still need to know, like, what are some good options for, like you said, someone had good snack options that they kept in their purse. So what are some good things that I can have like in my purse or sitting at, beside me when I'm at the computer?
Okay. Now, when you're are you back in the office? Or are you still at home?
I'm still at home.
Still at home. So this was earlier on in the pandemic. We hadn't even started Reset Sundays yet, but I was talking to somebody and what we agreed, I don't even think that person, no, they're not here. Okay. What we agreed to do was to keep like fruit. We were talking about just keeping fruit right there on the, for her, it wasn't necessarily being right at her desk, but for her, it was just making sure that it was on the counter. You can leave grapes out, you can leave berries out, you can leave that stuff out almost all day long and you'll be right on fine. So I'm always going to suggest fruits and nuts. If you're at home, you can do like little roll-ups and you can cut them up like little pinwheels. You can cut them up and you can have that right there at your desk. I wouldn't necessarily go packaged protein bars if I were you, because you are at home. That would be something where if you're out and about, then you could do that. And the reason why I would say out and about versus being at home is because the chances of you being up, moving around and burning that off a lot quicker would be more realistic if you were out and about. So that's the only way that I would say, yeah, if you out and about and you need to keep you a little protein bar in your purse, one that you like, just keep it in your purse, then cool beans. And they have so many of them now. The ones that I would like, those protein bars that I would like would be, I think it was the Perfect Bar. That's the one that I like because I could read everything in the ingredients list and it made sense to me. So I would just suggest doing something like that if you're going to be out and about. But if you're at home, then I would just go ahead and pre-package all your salads. If you're a salad person, go ahead and like make a big thing of salad and, break it up into the small, what is it called? The small little Tupperware bowls. So you can keep one right on up there with you. And then boom, you can pop it open and you can eat it right then and there. So treat yourself as if you're going out and about. Sometimes when we're at home, we just kind of say, oh yeah, we rely on the convenience of, oh, my refrigerator, my stove is here, I'll be good to go. But we don't often prepare the way that we should. So my suggestion would be to prepare your meals as if you're leaving the house. The only difference is that you don't leave at all. And then you can keep those options, even if you want to put them in your little lunch pail and take your lunch pail upstairs or to your office and you got your lunch box right there on your desk, even though you're still at the house, it's there and it's prepared. So just start treating yourself that way. And on the nutrition calendar, there is even from the one from last week, because you still have access to that one. I mean, not last week, but last month, there are some on the go snack ideas. Where I think it talks more about like the bento box. And I think one was for low sodium Saturday, where it had low sodium snacks. If I were you, I would click on that link and that's going to bring up a lot of different ideas for you. So y'all really use that nutrition calendar. That's what it's there for. It's there for those examples and those ideas as well. And then also, Shamika always has great tips and advice. Chandra does. Talea has good tips and advice. We all have, good tips and things that we do and things that have worked for us. So rely on your community as well. But I would start with that calendar if I were you, Tangi, and then, see what you do like. And if that is too much, because sometimes, it might require a lot of prepping, then you might want to say, hey, what else is everyone else doing? And that might be a good option as well. But that would be what I would do if I were you. Let me see.
Thank you.
No problem, love. No problem. Let's see. Talea said you struggle with the healthy snacks. Okay. Talea, have you looked back at the nutrition calendar lately?
Sorry, couldn't get off mute. No, I haven't. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot that it was there. So that's my fault for not using a resource.
No, that's fine. Again, well, this is what Reset Sunday is all about. Let's tap back into some of our resources. We know that we all are each other's resources, but you do have that nutrition calendar that is there. I challenge everybody to open up that nutrition calendar sometime today or tomorrow or what have you. Just open it up again, at least on Sundays. Commit to opening up your your nutrition calendar and just kind of clicking through some of the links because there are a lot. I mean, hundreds of different ideas and recipes there, not just for snack, but for breakfast, lunch, dinner, small meals, low sodium ideas, lunch on the go ideas, so many different ideas are up there. So I definitely encourage everybody to get back onto the nutrition calendar and just utilize some of those links because there are a lot of good ideas there. I thank you for your honesty, but that would be a really good idea for you just to look back at some of the nutrition calendar ideas for healthy snack options. Shamika said this week's goal, stay up on water, keep on doing workouts like you did this week, track eating better. And you know what, Shamika, even if you get off on the tracking and whatnot, and you're eating relatively the same thing. And this is something I was telling, I think it's Siobhan. Siobhan's in the burn unit too. But I was just telling her there will be weeks that you need to track. But then there will be weeks where it's no need for you to track, especially if you know that you're eating the same things over. It should get to the point where you should utilize MyFitnessPal for, you know what, I'm doing something new. Let me see where this is, let me just kind of spot it. So anytime you lose, you've lost some inches or you've lost some weight, and we're about to reset those numbers, your calories, your macronutrients. I have most of everybody on a 40-30-30, which is a zone diet. Whenever we're changing up those numbers is when you go back into MyFitnessPal and you use it. So again, it's a tool. It's just a tool that you use. You don't have to feel like you're a slave to always tracking. We talked about tracking, tracking habits and whatnot. And sometimes we feel like, oh my God, it's so much to do. So if you're feeling like it's becoming more work than it is a solution for you, I would suggest backing off, give it, a good week, and then get back onto it. But like I was saying with Siobhan, she's on a schedule of she's 2 weeks off of tracking, 1 week on tracking. So every 2 weeks she goes back into tracking, or that's what, 3 weeks, I think. Yeah, because she tracks for 1 week straight. She commits for 7 days. And then for 14 days, she comes off of it. And the reason why she comes off of 14 days, she has 2 small young children, super busy at work, has a lot going on, just so much happening for her, where it's like, okay, I have to find balance. I need to know what I'm eating, but I also need to have balance in my life. So we said, okay, well, here's what you need to do. Go for a full week. And what she does in the matter of 2 days, she tracks out everything over those 2 days. She tracks it out for 7 days. And then for 14 days, she's on point. She's eating relatively what she did for that 1 week where she did track. She can kind of spot a little bit like, oh, okay, well, I know about how much protein that is. I know that that's 3 ounces of protein. So I'm good. She knows how to kind of spot those things. But whenever that week of tracking comes back into play, she's back on it again. Like, nope, rain, hail, sleet, or snow. Let me get back onto my 7 days. I've seen some new recipes that I want to try. I want to add those in there. And oh, I need to do better. Oh, wow, I was eating that consistently in my snacks. Wow, okay, yeah, that's a little bit more sodium than I need. So let me kind of like back off on that. So she kind of resets herself with her tracking every 2 to 3 weeks. But don't feel like you have to always track, Shamika, especially if it's becoming like more work than anything else. So utilize it more as a solution base. Taz, I wanted to go back to you real quick. What was going on with I'm not looking for the personal issues. You don't have to share that with us.
It was this. It was this.
What was this?
This car.
Oh, the car. Well, you got it. You got your new car, y'all.
Yeah.
Got her new car. Al.
Yeah.
She got a new car. Okay.
So it was just anything could be stressful for me right now.
Mhm.
So I didn't exercise at all Wednesday until like about maybe 9 o'clock that night. And all I did was burn unit. I didn't even touch effect. Friday, I didn't do anything because I was like, I need to pick something. So the eating I didn't prepare at all. I did not plan. So therefore there was no plan. It was whatever you had to eat. So pretty much as you were talking and everybody else was talking, it was like, okay, you know better. Go ahead and make your plan, what it is you want to do for this week. So I'm good. I don't mind eating the berries or whatever. I still haven't done the infused waters yet.
Mhm.
So I might try to, play around with that. But definitely we just gonna wipe last week away and just start anew. Like you say, reset Sunday. So I'm resetting the mind so that it can go back to, okay, this is what you need to do. And I worked out with y'all yesterday, which was great. Because when I did my effect class that morning, it was like, what in the world? I missed 2 days and it felt like a week.
It can feel
And
like that.
oh my God. So I'm still feeling the ab workout, which is great.
Good. Good, 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 good.
But it's just about planning right now.
Mhm.
So I think that's my issue. If I can plan it, then I can do it. So once I can just train this wonderful mind of mine to either write out what you're gonna do, because I write down everything.
I love it. I love it.
So if I can start to do that, that would be good. 'Cause I tried to do the meal prep twice, and it worked. I mean, I have snacks. I have a little small snack jar. I have to go back and replenish it, but I do like nuts, so that's not a problem. But just making sure, like Shawty said, just make sure you pack what you're gonna bring, because if not, there is no going to the vending machine. A vending machine is already in my office if I needed that. But just making sure I'm eating the right things. That's the issue. Just making sure I'm eating the right things. Because it, like you say, it don't mean, it could take anything to make you revert back to what you were doing before. So we don't want to do that. So it's just about planning and just, still wrapping things around, hey, this is what it's going to be.
It's a process. It's definitely a process. This whole, I say it every week. I already said it. Y'all know lifestyle change is what? A
Hard.
lifetime of work. It is, you will always be, you'll run into this rut again. But like you said, and I mean, I hate to say it, but you're gonna run into this rut again. It's gonna happen. It might look a little bit different, but you might be like, dang, here I go. Okay, I was doing good, but da 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 happened, or my car did this, or the kids did that, or the pipes burst over here. Pardon me, y'all. Shh. Be quiet. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. And so whenever those things do happen again, utilize your reset Sunday. And Sunday does not have to be the only day that you reset, y'all. It can be Sunday, Wednesday. I'm one of those people where I have to intentionally say, okay, girl, get your life together. You had reset Sunday. All right, it's reset Tuesday. Here we go. Like, you might have to reset several times throughout the week, and that is a-okay. So utilize this week, get your plan together. You might be somebody who says, you know what, I probably need to meal plan or I need to prep on Mondays and Thursdays. That might be your days. That might just need to be the way that it is until you can add in a Tuesday. You can add in a Wednesday. You can add in a Saturday, a Friday, a Sunday, what have you, till it becomes, your thing to do. So just always get a plan and stick to the plan and reset your plan on a weekly basis. But do not try to, go super, super crazy. Like, I'm gonna work out 10 times a day. I'm gonna drink 10 gallons of water in 2 days. And then on top of that, I'm gonna get 12 hours of sleep. And then I'm gonna, do everything perfect. That is not the life, that is not the world that we live in sometimes. It might not be like that. So when you plan, be very realistic with yourself. Think about what you know that you've been able to do before. Think about your best week. If your best week was like, the last time I did this, I was good. 5 days. Okay. Last week, I only did 1 day. Okay. I need to meet myself in the middle. Let me do 3 days. Okay. I know that I can do 3 days because I've proven to myself I can do 5. You don't have to jump right back in and go 5 days strong. If last week you just did 1 or last week you just did 2, that, give yourself some grace is what I mean when I'm saying that. So meet yourself in the middle. Think about your best week. Think about, the week that you didn't necessarily perform the best and say, okay, what can I do realistically this week? What will I be proud of? Meet yourself in the middle. Okay. But I'm glad that you got through it. Great job. Awesome on the new car. Excited for you. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's dive into some of these other folks. Let's see. Talea, someone can have Talea's portable oven. Okay. You didn't really like it, but it does work. Okay, it just wasn't your thing, T?
Yeah, it does work. It'll eventually get your food hot, but I guess I'm just impatient for getting to plug it up. And I was like, bump it. I just went ahead and took my microwave to work. Once I finally had a spot to put it, I was like, I'm gonna use my microwave. So, I was gonna send it back, but if somebody else wants it and can use it, they can gladly have it. I mean, it just went my cup of tea.
I am hollering at you. Oh my God, not because you're impatient, but T. Okay, so when you put your food in it, was your food cold or was your food relatively warm when you put it into the portable oven? I mean, the
No, it works.
Mhm.
It's just waiting 30 to 40 minutes for my food to heat up. But I mean, once it gets hot, I mean, it gets hot. Yeah, and that's say I didn't say it didn't work. It
Yeah.
just doesn't work for me.
Okay.
So you know, it works fine. Like I said, it does get your food hot and all that. You just have to be a little patient. And that wasn't in my ministry. So I'm like, I tried it for a few days. I'm like, bump this. I got my microwave back out, cleaned it, got it to work. I was like, I just use my microwave. But I understand everybody doesn't have that. So if you didn't have that, it's a good option. So if
Yeah.
somebody needs it, wants it, I can bring it to the shoot Saturday. I don't mind. Somebody can have it. Reagan, you can have that protein powder that you like. I used it twice. You
Bring
can
that
have
on.
it.
I'm
You
gonna
can
say
have it.
$27.99. You bring that right on to me. Thank you very much. I need that. Nah, well, no, and like you said, it just didn't work for you, and that's okay. At least you were willing to try it. You popped it open, you try, and that's really what the name of the game is. Honestly, everything is not gonna be for everybody. Everything isn't. The most we can do, or no, not the most, the least we can do is say, hey, why don't you try this? And suggest things because it works for you. It might work for somebody else. It might not work for somebody else. Somebody else might be able to benefit from it. So yeah, definitely bring that because I'm pretty sure somebody might be able to benefit from the portable oven. It sounds like you might be a 30 to 45-second type of girl. Your food is blazing hot and then you moving on with your life.
I'm ready to eat. And it was just forgetting to plug it up, and then now I'm ready to eat. And I gotta wait 30 to 40 minutes for it to heat up. And I'm like, this not working
No,
for
I
me.
understand it. No, I understand it. So yeah, definitely bring that. Other than that, I know you already mentioned that you're going to get your snacks together. So that's cool. That's cool. You're going to look at the nutrition calendar. Cool. Let me know if you have some issues. And I know we have a personal check-in coming in too. So that'll be good. All right.
Other question is the site for the testing.
Yes,
Oh,
for the
not
testing. Let me write my little to-do list. Testing, meal plan options. And y'all, when I send these meal plans and stuff over to you all, my suggestion is to one, look at your calories where you should be. Look at your calories and where you should be, and let me know where your MyFitnessPal has you for your caloric intake. That would be very helpful because I don't want to send out an 1800 calorie meal plan when you need 22, or I don't want to send out a 22 when you need 13. So if I were you all right now, go ahead and update your MyFitnessPal, talk about your activity level. And Taz, you made me think about this because you said, hey, I only was able to work out maybe twice last week. Cool. If that was the case, then there's no way that you should have been eating what you were eating for a week that you would normally work out 4 times or 6 times. The two don't make sense. So think about where you want to be this week, how many times you would work out, the types of workouts I would do if I were y'all. I would watch out on your cardio. I would really pick up on your strength and your power training this week. Really train those muscles as much as possible. Get you some good cardio in, and you can write these things down now. If I were you, I would definitely do cardio on Friday. I would do cardio on Thursday. I would do cardio on Tuesday, and I would keep Monday with stretch and strength. And Wednesday, lots and lots of strength or power training. And of course, on those other days, we're going to still be doing our normal workouts too. So again, cardio, if you're a cardio person, I really hit it on Friday, Thursday, and Tuesday. Those will be your high intensity days of like major cardio. Add you some push-ups and some, y'all, I was about to say cartwheels, but add some push-ups. Some sit-ups into that. I mean, if you want to do some cartwheels, that's your business. But push-ups and some ab work, that would be really, really good to do in there. I love those side leg lifts and stuff. Put your resistance bands on. I would really go to town on some of those. And you do have some homework prep. So look at your homework calendar. I know a lot of y'all have been sending in your receipts for your homework anyway, but I do have some homework on the new the homework calendar for you to do for the photo shoot prep. And I would definitely marry that. But I know a lot of us are doing cardio, which is great. But with that cardio, y'all know how to take your rest breaks. That is very important to me. I definitely want you stretching pre and post workouts for sure. Definitely get that in, prioritize that this week. But going back to your MyFitnessPal, think about what days you're going to be working out realistically for yourself, because everybody's not going to hit a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday cardio. It's not happening for everybody, and that's okay. Everybody's not hitting strength on Tuesday and Wednesday, Friday, or what have you. That's not everybody's schedule this week. Look at what your schedule is going to be, what you're committing to doing this week, what you're truly committing to do, okay? Meaning, if you're committing 2 days, that is your hard commitment, doesn't mean that you can't do 4. It just means that, rain, hail, sleet, or snow, you doing 2 days, period. And you owe that to yourself. So think about what you're committing to, or think about what you just gonna do. And then I want you to update your MyFitnessPal for your activity level. So for instance, if you worked out less than 2 times a week, Taz, I'm gonna use you for a second. You worked out about 2 times or less last week, right? I would put you, in regards to updating your MyFitnessPal, I would put you in low activity level or less active. If you're working out a good 3 times per week, 3 to 4 times, you're active. If you're working out more than 4 times a week, you are extremely active. You are very active. Whenever you change your MyFitnessPal from those different activity levels, it plays around with your caloric intake, okay? Which in turn plays around with your macronutrient requirements. So make sure you update that activity level for what it is that you plan on being this week, and then go from there, okay? That would be my suggestion to you. And y'all, I'm gonna try not to hold us much longer because I done held y'all a lot today. I hope this information has been very helpful. By the way, Shamika said, if it wasn't for my snacks that I keep at work, I would struggle more. Nuts, fruit, veggies, trail mix, oatmeal, cereal, tuna pouch, and water, things that I can keep in my desk in an ice pack bag. Buy hard-boiled eggs, turkey, and cheese sticks. Make overnight oatmeal that you can eat cold or warm. Romaine lettuce wraps in meat from the deli department. I think that was for Tangi. Tangi, definitely read that from Shamika. She threw it in the chat around 112. That will be really good tips and ideas for snacks at your desk. Chandra, Chandra said to T, read that to Leia, get them containers that fit in your bag, and it'll help with portion control too. Okay, y'all, just a reminder, someone sent me their COVID results. Just a reminder for this week coming up, I do want you to get your testing done. So I'm gonna shoot that link to you all in the GroupMe chat, what I use, and they do turn it around within a good 48 hours. I plan on getting mine on Tuesday and on Wednesday, just to be sure. I know that I'm not gonna really be around anybody this week. It's just gonna be really me in the house. So I feel very confident about, keeping my activity level low. And again, if you're sick, y'all know the deal. Don't come. There will be another photo shoot, okay? I ain't gonna tell y'all when, but there will be another opportunity. So don't feel like you missed out. You didn't. But I definitely want everybody to be as safe as possible, okay? So for this week, take your water up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, half gallon on Thursday and Friday. Berries, keeping we want any of the foods and fruits that are going to be good for antioxidant levels. That would be berries for your fruit of choice. Definitely do that. Keep that up. Prepare, plan as much as possible. Even if you have to say, okay, let me put this on my to-do list. Let me wake up. Let me look at what I got going on, or before I go to bed, let me plan out what I'm gonna have the next day. That's perfectly fine. Start normalizing these things so that it becomes normal for you to do, okay? Normal in performance. And Shamika is leaving us with Peachtree Immediate Care. Sign up early, results in 15 minutes. Is that free, Shamika?
Yeah. Do you need insurance? You need insurance.
Okay. So that is another option, you guys. Peachtree Immediate Care. You can sign up and you get your results in 15 minutes. So that's another good one to do. Other than that, I'll still utilize the link that I use. And if anybody else has any other tips that they would like to share, definitely put that in the BU community. But I want everybody to get tested. I want you to know where you are, and we're gonna have a good week this week. Get your nutrition check-ins set up this week, y'all. Nutrition check-ins. I have maybe 3 people set up for this week. So if you have not signed up for your nutrition check-in, I need you to do that immediately, because I do not want to end this month without you feeling like you're prepared and knowing what you need to work on for yourself going into next month. Because in March, I'm not really going to be talking about tracking. The nutrition is going to change in March. Okay. All right. Well, y'all, I hope y'all have a happy Valentine's Day. Thank y'all for jumping on anyway. All of y'all are my little Valentine in my heart. I hope y'all have a fantastic day. And does anybody have any questions before I sign out on y'all like that? Anybody got any questions?
I have a quick question. This is Tangi.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Tangi.
I want to know, what is the resistance band called where you guys are pulling it with your hands?
That is the tube resistance band. So it's a tube resistance band, or you can type in handled resistance band. I think I have it on the, have you accessed your portal or been able to access the portal?
Yes.
Okay, so underneath the equipment list, you should see where it says suggested equipment. It's right up there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sandra.
Yes. All right, y'all. Well, any more questions? All right. Well, ain't nothing else to it but to do it, y'all. Have a fantastic Valentine's Day. Love on yourself. Y'all know this month is all about self-love. So go on and dip your little toes into some water. Let the bubbles flare up. Get you some Dr. Teals and just let your toes sit in there. That's self-love. I don't know. Take a little extra 5 minutes when you're lotioning up your legs today. Self-love. Rub on your own shoulders. Self-love, okay? Love on yourself today. That's what I want you to do. It's all about y'all. I love y'all. I care about y'all. I pray for y'all, and have a fantastic Valentine's Day. And I will talk to y'all on tomorrow for BU Flex. Oh, wait. People ain't got to go to work tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, President's Day. Okay. Do we want to move BU Flex to 8 o'clock? We can. Can everybody make BU Flex at 8?
Yes.
Okay, that's one yes.
I can't. Terry can't.
Miss
I've
Terry,
got rehab.
you still got to work, right?
Yeah, I have rehab and stuff.
Oh, you got rehab. Where you gonna get your?
Yeah, I'm doing physical therapy.
Okay, were you planning on coming to 7:30?
Of course. Hello. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I ain't gonna change it for you. I ain't gonna change it, y'all. If y'all can make 7:30, come on with it. If you cannot make 7:30, I will make sure that it is uploaded by 8:30. Okay. And but we will be stretching. I want y'all to get a really good stretch. I'm feeling yesterday in my back and obliques wrapping on into the back and whatnot. So we're definitely going to spend some time in that area tomorrow with our BU Flex. Okay. Y'all, I will see y'all in the morning. Bye, everybody.